Hi, welcome to Loft 801. My name is Diego, and today I'm talking about the latest film released by brothers Cameron and Colin Cairnes. Late Night with the Devil is a horror found footage style television broadcast released on March 22nd, 2024. Hosted by Jack Delroy, the ordinary broadcast soon spirals into a chaotic nightmare. Now, before I hop into my review, if you want to support the channel, then please take a second to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you, I appreciate it. As a warning, this review will contain some heavy spoilers, so please continue at your own risk. Lastly, if there's anything you want to see reviewed, don't forget to let me know by leaving a comment and I will do my best to get to it. Thank you. I'm hopping in 3, 2, 1. The film centers on a special Halloween episode of the 1977 late night show Night Owls. Jack Delroy is a seasoned talk show host, but the popularity of Night Owls has been dwindling. In an attempt to reinvigorate the show, he invites a series of guests onto his special: a renowned medium, a doctor who studies the paranormal, and a young woman named Lily who is believed to be possessed. What begins as a seemingly innocuous Halloween gimmick quickly turns terrifying when Jack unwittingly unleashes sinister forces live. The film does an excellent job of utilizing the aesthetics of 1970s television, from the era-appropriate set design to the grainy film quality and live broadcast style. This attention to detail not only adds to the nostalgic charm, but also immerses audiences in the narrative's unfolding horror. I obviously wasn't alive in the 70s, but man, this movie takes me back. I think the cinematography of this movie is brilliant. It captures the claustrophobic contained environment of a live studio show. On air, things look nice and smooth, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of clutter and a lot going on. Even for me, in this studio, the corners of this room are presented very well, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of clutter. So I like that the Cairnes brothers were able to portray that realistic production feel. Additionally, I think the brothers do a wonderful job of creating a disorienting effect by mixing close-ups of panicked guests, jittery cam work, and eerie use of shadows and lighting. As the supernatural events in the movie escalate, the film's visual style shifts to match the chaos. Camera angles become more erratic, and the traditional TV setup is replaced by a frantic, surreal style that mirrors the psychological unraveling of Delroy and the other characters. When it comes to special effects, the film shines in its ability to create tension gradually. Rather than relying on cheap jump scares, the dread grows organically. These supernatural elements like flickering lights and eerie sound distortions are subtle at first, but continually escalate. These special effects culminate in the film's final act into a fever dream of possession, madness, and violence. My only complaint about the special effects is the electricity. Everything else from this movie felt perfectly in place, in tone, and fluid. However, the electricity felt out of place. Even though it felt like something from a 70s or 80s horror movie, it didn't seem to fit in this movie. Oh well. On a deeper level, Late Night with the Devil explores the intersection of media, manipulation, and fear. Jack Delroy's character is emblematic of a media figure who initially uses sensationalism to boost ratings, but is ultimately consumed by the very terror he sought to exploit. It seems familiar to media today. There are lots of YouTubers who relied on sensationalism to make a career, but ultimately it was their downfall. This movie raises the question about the role of television and media in reflecting and amplifying society's darkest fears. The 70s and 80s were notorious for pushing the boundaries of what was acceptable on live television, and this movie captures that concept. Another key theme is the tension between skepticism and belief. As Jack attempts to maintain control of the show, his skepticism is challenged. The film plays with the audience's expectations by allowing them to question what is real and what is staged for dramatic effect. The terrifying climax is that supernatural forces at play are far more real than anyone could have imagined. It's a very interesting concept to me because it reminds me of a lot of my friends. For example, they don't believe in ghosts or spirits, but they refuse to play with Ouija boards and tarot decks because, like Jack, they want to maintain some semblance of control. In my eyes, they are closeted believers. Acting-wise, I was impressed with daviddastmalchian. He's an incredible actor and he portrayed Jack Delroy well. It is obvious that he is a man at war with his own literal and metaphorical demons. My favorite thing about his character is that he is the embodiment of making a deal with the devil. I love that his character plays into the real-life superstition and conspiracies about celebrities who sell their souls. Unfortunately, when you make a deal with the devil, you have to sacrifice something, and in the end, the devil always gets his due. The other actress that really impressed me was Ingrid Torelli as Lily. Her portrayal of possession is one of the film's most disturbing elements, and she embodies this unsettling role with intensity and commitment. Her physical performance, ranging from eerie calmness to violent outbursts, showcases her duality of innocence and malevolence. Her character seems to have an internal struggle that keeps the audience on edge. The remaining supporting cast all did a wonderful job. I enjoyed the friendship and concern of Gus McConnell, played by Russ Ottery. I enjoyed the motherly control from June Ross Mitchell, played by Laura Gordon. The cast was small, but powerful and effective. Before I wrap up my review, I do want to address one complaint that I heard from a friend, which I wasn't even aware of until I saw this movie. Late Night with the Devil makes use of AI to generate 3 still images that they use for the Halloween broadcast. The controversy controversy regarding AI art is that it's not real art. A lot of artists take issue with this, and I can generally understand why. AI art mimics existing art and can infringe on copyrights. However, personally, I don't really care about the use of AI in this movie. The stills that were used were briefly viewable, and they were even further edited by film artists. That might be a contentious thing for me to say, but it really doesn't matter to me. Overall, I was very intrigued by my experience watching Late Night with the Devil. It's an impressive blend of psychological horror and supernatural chaos. Centered on a 1977 Halloween episode of Night Owls, the film successfully captures the nostalgic charm of 1970s television while exploring deeper themes of media manipulation, fear, and conspiracy. The disorienting camera work, lighting, and subtle special effects create a gradual buildup of tension that crescendos into a chaotic and terrifying climax. Daviddastmalchian's portrayal of Jack Delroy stands out, embodying a man caught in a deal with the devil. I also enjoyed Ingrid Torelli's intense performance as Lily, adding innocence and malevolence to the tone. While the movie falters with one of its special effects and the use of AI-generated stills, these minor flaws don't detract from the film's artistry. Things are shot and edited well, producing a claustrophobic environment. I also think this movie resonates well, especially in the context of today's sensationalist media culture. We value big and loud over truth and safety. Overall, Late Night with the Devil is a captivating, nostalgic, and unsettling experience that raises questions about the power of media and the supernatural. I think this movie is incredibly unique, and it stands out as one of my favorite horror movies this year. If you haven't seen this movie, then I would highly recommend you watch it, even if you are against the use of AI. I pinky promise there is a lot to enjoy. Thank you for listening to my review of Late Night with the Devil. If you enjoyed the content and want to support the channel, then please leave a like and hit subscribe. If you did not enjoy the content, thank you for sticking around. As always, I would love to read what you have to say, so leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. Also, if you want me to review something, don't forget to let me know and I will do my best to get to it. Lastly, if you want to see some more from me, then you can check out my vlogs linked up above or my podcast, Good Friends. Again, thanks for watching. My name is Diego, and I will see you next time.